Good night, folks. Buddy Rich, the Prince of Darkness, is here.
Best man in the world. Greatest drummer.
Buddy, and he will tell you that when he comes out.
Oh, he can.
Buddy will be appearing with the Milwaukee Symphony on January the 10th. I don't know whether they know that or not. But maybe he wasn't invited. He's just going back. They're not playing any place. They're just in a motel. Buddy's going back and appear with them while they stand around outside. Anyway, what happens to this man? Would you welcome? What are you getting his... You ever heard him laugh like that?
Because I know Buddy's gonna kill you.
I see. Would you welcome Mr. Humble, Buddy Rich?
Thank you.
Okay. Obviously, the Milwaukee Symphony knows you're coming. I said I didn't know whether they knew it. It's been canceled? But that's a big... Have you ever done that before?
No, I've never done it before. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to really be exciting.
Doc goes out occasionally.
Don is going to be the guest conductor.
Yeah. Doc goes out, as you know, occasionally and appears with... more
Yeah, that must be very exciting. We're going to do a new arrangement that Tommy wrote for us. Tommy wrote a brand new score of War Side Story for us, and we're going to do it, perform it for the first time next Saturday.
Are they going to tape that? I mean that seriously. Are they going to record it?
I don't know if they are or not. I know I am.
Because I know it when you do it with your band, West Side Story. It's they're remarkable.
But it's a whole new arrangement. Tommy did a whole brand new thing. We did different music from the score.
With the symphony orchestra?
Yeah. I think it's 104 men.
That's got to be sensational.
Yeah, it's going to be very exciting.
Now, see, they all read music, right?
Not that I know of. Do they?
Now, does that pose a problem?
For them.
For them. I mean,
Sure.
It doesn't for you. You don't read music.
I don't play what they play anyhow. They play what they want, I play what I want. Then I say, come in with the finish.
Now, listen to me a second.
I'm listening.
I'm having enough trouble out here tonight.
What's the matter with him tonight?
I was looking for one sane person out here tonight.
Do you mind if I smoke?
Yes, I do.
Good.
So I'm trying to quit.
Me too. Me too.
What I'm saying is,
Yes.
I've heard you when the band sits
What's the
down.
matter with your arm?
What?
What's the matter with your arm? What's the matter with your ear?
Nothing. It's my leg that bothers me.
Leg. What's the matter with him tonight, Doc?
Look, when it goes like this, one must keep oneself amused. The show gets a little better. I take the hand out. Now,
He's got you.
You heard him, America.
That's right.
You heard him.
now, listen.
Come on, buddy. Let's go.
Come on.
John. We don't need that. That's cruel.
Come
We don't
on.
need that. Go blind on your own time.
Come on. If that had made you go blind, I'd have been blind since birth. Come on, never mind that. Anyway, what I'm...
Don't you find him funny?
Now, what I'm trying to say is...
Yes, what are you trying to say, Doc?
When you rehearse a number with the orchestra,
Yes.
the orchestra will sit down and play it. You listen to it, then you get up and do it.
Yes.
Is that the way you're going to do this?
Run it down. Is that the way I'm going to do it, Doc?
Yeah, John.
No, I'm Buddy. That's John.
He's just killing time, buddy. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Thanks.
What? Get your hand back behind the desk. No.
No, the band rehearses, the orchestra rehearses first. And I'll listen to the chart a couple of times. And then I'll go up and play it.
What is the technical distinction between a band and an orchestra?
The guys that read.
Would this be considered... No,
That's an orchestra. That's an orchestra. Hey, it's not...
Look, you don't come out and say the Milwaukee Symphony Band.
That's right.
I mean, what does make it... Is it because of strings?
I think because of the whole... what is it? Strings and the conductor wears tails.
Violins.
What?
All them violins and things.
All them violins are playing? There's only one playing West Side Story. So it's not really a full orchestra.
I don't know why I brought it up. Obviously, I wasn't going to get an answer to this query.
Because actually, I'm working in Florida for the next couple of weeks. We're down in Miami. And,
With the Miami Symphony?
No, with my symphony, my band.
Oh, I see your band.
We're playing Orlando tomorrow night. I just thought you'd like to know that in case Don wants to fly down.
I'll have my mother, who lives in Miami.
Does she dance?
Foxtrot.
Good,
Good.
We play all that stuff.
You don't play for dancing at
No,
all?
we don't play for dancing at all. It's
What happens when people comes up and says, why don't you play a dance?
We tell them to get out. This is not a dance band.
You haven't changed, no. In
It's
other
not
words,
Lee Castle and his band.
Lee Castle. Anson Weeks, this is not, huh?
He just mentioned it before. He saw him on... Where did you see him?
At the
Who
Riviera.
cares?
Why don't you play dance requests?
Because you play that silly music that we used to play in the early 60s.
Yeah?
And,
You don't like to do that?
well, I don't like to do that. You have to play requests, and you have to be nice to people, and that's a drag.
When I was growing up anyway, the kids used to come and stand and watch the band.
Yes.
They did very little dancing, and I'm talking about the late 30s and early 40s.
It's true.
You went, you stood, you watched the guys.
Most people, the people that were interested in the music. When I was with Dorsey's band, we used to get 400 or 500 young people stand in front of the bandstand and listen, and all the other cats would be
Just
down
sit
there
there.
dancing. It was really interesting. The way it's evolved into now, when most of the things are concert things. Like,
Did you used to room with Sinatra for a while?
Yeah,
Somebody said I didn't know that.
I roomed with Frank the first year that he was on the band.
With Dorsey?
1940, yeah.
How'd you get along?
Very bad. Very bad.
Was it clash?
Well, no, I knew I was the star of the band, and he kept saying, I'm the star of the band. You know, and it got to be that way.
Didn't Dorsey feel he was the star of the band?
We didn't even let him know that it was his band.
Tommy didn't know, huh? And of course, a Marie.
That's it. That's it. We'll tell you when. We'll tell you
Sit down, Jack Leonard. Marie, thank you, Jack. We'll take a break. We're coming right back.
Frank, I never said it.
Welcome back to the clinic. This is like a clinic tonight.
Yes, it is.
We're like a group therapy. L.A. free clinic here
It's a
tonight.
little therapy tonight.
That's wild, it is.
Yeah.
Isn't that nice, Don? Nice. Want to tell them about the time I took you for a ride on the bike?
Oh, good.
Into the store, didn't
tell
you?
it so
Right
well,
into the
buddy.
store.
Tell it. That's the truth.
He came to my house one night several years back, and we were running out of wine. And he was over the house for dinner, and we decided to go and get some wine. There were about 5 cars parked in front of the house, and I had a bike, motorcycle.
That's true.
He started to get into the car, and I said, wait a minute, you go with me.
Uh-huh.
And I put him on the back of the bike, and we went down through the driveway, out across the road, and I drove him right straight through into the market on the bike. If you had heard this maniac screaming about his insurance, it wasn't paid up at the time, right? Remember that?
He had a motorcycle, and as you know, and Buddy Rich, I knew, with he and his lovely wife, when they worked, it was at the Blue
Dream
something.
Bar. The Dream Bar.
The Dream Bar.
Right.
And they played a little group, right?
Yeah.
And he was just taking up karate then. And some big cat was sitting, and Buddy with his lovely wife, if you said hello to her, Buddy would... Buddy was always so relaxed. And I was just working in Murray Franklin's, right? And I worshiped Buddy, and I still do. I respected him as a great drummer and an artist. And he was always with all his austere of the toughness and stuff, which he is, you know. Buddy used to fall down a lot, you know. He was always tough, but guys used to come up and go, before the karate business, and went, ha, ha! And they didn't even touch him. And he went, I'm hurt, I'm wounded, I'm hurt. And suddenly took up karate, and he was tough. And he wound up with a cast on his hand up to his lip. And he was in a full cast, playing the drums in the Dream Bar, going, what happened to my lessons? And all he said was to a bass player.
Excuse me a second.
Surely.
Go ahead. I'd like to introduce my next guest.
No, you're gonna die. You keep doing that. You're gonna die. That's not what. It's not healthy to do that.
No,
really.
the reason I want to
Play racquetball.
The reason I want to bring this young lady out is because I've
You don't
known
have
her
to explain. It's
I've
your
known her
show.
for many, many years.
It's Kathy. She's
Since
a
she was
dog.
about 8
It's his
years
daughter.
old, I guess.
Like watching a tennis
Yeah, well,
match.
get the cord fixed.
And it's your daughter,
Yes.
who's a fine little singer, and also you just said she did a small
She
part
just
in
did a small part in Woody Allen's next forthcoming movie, and she's very excited about that.
She wants to
And,
get this crazy business.
Yes,
and-
well, you know, she wants to sing, and I'd like her to get a gig for a while, man. I'm tired of sending her bread every week.
You still do that or
Yes, I told her, go back to Howard Johnson, get a table, you'll be all right.
something? She got something worked out with the guy?
Yes, she came here and rehearsed this afternoon. I haven't heard the thing. I'm
Okay.
very excited about it.
Would you welcome Cathy Rich?
How are you, Bob?
That's your daddy.
Hi, how are you?
Keiner. Mr. Rickles. How are
All
you?
right, kid.
Fine, how are you?
I looked over there to Buddy while you were singing. I said, is that the same little girl I remember when she was like that?
Yeah.
You get tired of hearing that from people who've known you when you're small?
Yes.
It is embarrassing. Yeah, I shouldn't
I
say
do.
that. Gee, oh, how you've grown. Like you're going to stay there.
Yeah.
Of course you grow.
She's getting old, aren't she?
Yeah.
Well, knowing you, you're so protective. I thought you might not let her grow. You know, when she was 6, you'd
You
say,
used to
that's it.
threaten me.
Do you know something?
Definitely.
Do you know something? That she still lives home every once in a while?
Oh.
Okay, we're going to take a
Occasionally.
break, and we're going to come right back here to the
Sure.
family hour in just a moment. A couple of minutes left on the show, but I should explain the gentleman who was supposed to be with us tonight, Dale Alexander, who's written a book called Hair and Harmony. It's not. Healthy Hair. No, I'll show you the book. Healthy Hair and Common Sense,
Right.
which should have been called Hair and Harmony. Mr. Alexander will be with us as soon as he has hair, and will come here. No,
soon as the hair
my
grows.
apologies to him. So how are you, Kathy? Do you really live home occasionally with...
Yes, I do. Yes.
Is he sweet and lovable? You know, guys have made jokes comparing, you know, they've called him like Hitler.
Yeah.
Have you heard that before?
Mm-hmm.
Which I think is
I think
unfair
I
to
made
Hitler.
up the rumor.
But Is he really a tough father?
Yes, at times. At times he
That's
is
good.
very difficult.
Why? Because I want to know who you're going out with?
No.
How old are
because
you now?
interrogate who I go out with.
What does he ask them?
What does he ask them? Well,
What do you do?
Yeah, the usual things. What do you do?
Does he set hours for you instead of...
No, not anymore. Not anymore. It used to be 9 o'clock.
In the morning.
Oh, you're living in a wrong...
It'll be 9 o'clock in the morning when I get
Now,
home.
come
and
on.
I'll look around and see if everything was all right. No, it was never like that. She's always been free to do exactly as I say.
That makes more sense.
Right. What kind of outfit is that, though?
What's wrong with that? It's very pretty.
That's one of those Susie cream cheese
This
outfits,
is a
right?
Susie cream cheese.
I don't know about that.
Yes.
You sparkle.
Yes.
Now, do you
Got
think
this one?
there's something wrong with the dress? It's very pretty.
You like
Are
it
you
nice?
alarmed because you can see through it?
Yes. It bothers me.
Well, now you see,
No, it bothers me because I look at other chicks her age like that.
you're not supposed to do that.
Huh?
Aha.
And it's very difficult. You're on the road, you know, and all these fine-looking foxes dancing around and looking. I'm talking about mommy.
How do you
You better be talking about
How do you prepare your friends for him when you bring them home?
Usually a suit of armor and earplugs.
Good.
What? What does that mean?
That's what do you think it means?
You know, she's just putting you on because I'm really quite nice to all of your friend.
We're going to take a short break here, and we'll be right back. Well, the old clock on the wall is still there, and it can stay there for all I'm concerned. You'll be at Orlando tomorrow night?
That's right.
And University of Miami on Friday?
Yes, sir.
And then out to Minneapolis to open a new concert hall there on February the 7th.
Right.
Good. We'll get back there so you can catch him and be there. Thank you, Kathy.
Okay.
Lovely to see you. Thank you, John. As usual. Funny then. Donald?
Hey, see, Jack Klugman, an odd couple. He's the greatest. Barbara, get well, sweetheart. I love you. Mom, I'll see you Thursday.
We hope you enjoyed the best of Carson. Johnny will return tomorrow. Some of his guests this week will be Charles Nelson Riley, opera star Marilyn Horne, Gene Marsh, golf champion Nancy Lopez, David Horowitz, and from the San Diego Zoo, Joan Embry.
From Hollywood, The Tonight Show, starring Johnny Carson. This is Doc Severinsen along with Tommy Newsom and the NBC Orchestra inviting you to join Johnny and his guests, Tony Randall, Buddy Rich, Tom Dreesen, and Mary Earl.
Rich is here tonight. Yes. Buddy Rich and his band are over at Disneyland, where they'll be appearing through Saturday. Would you please welcome Mr. Humble, Buddy Rich. Buddy, ta-ta.
Hey, John.
Disneyland.
Yes.
You don't have to go out and put on the costumes between sets and mix, do you? I mean, and
Not this week.
go, hello, kids, or
Not
anything like
this
that? Are you just going to sit there and do this to me, huh?
How are you, John?
I'm fine, buddy.
That's good, John.
Somebody told me about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I read and tried to find out where you were, that you had a little mild illness or something.
No, I heard about that, but it actually didn't happen.
Are you serious now?
Yeah, really.
There was a rumor going
There was a
around that you
rumor around that I was
suffered
sick. Something like that.
and you weren't at home?
No, no. As a matter of fact, when it happened, we were working in Vancouver at the time.
Well, that's weird, how those things get started.
Hi, Van.
Well, I'm glad to hear. Hiya, Van.
Hiya, Van.
Believe you, I'm glad it's not true.
Thank you. No, it's not true. I'm feeling marvelous, and working hard and doing...
How'd it go in
well,
Japan? You were headed
just
for
great.
Japan the last time you were here.
We just returned. We got back Saturday.
Well, obviously, if you
And
return, you're here.
Well, this could be on tape.
Yeah, let's try it.
Right. I just got back.
He doesn't make it easy, you see.
Okay, what do you want to know?
Oh, it went well there. They loved you, did they?
It really went well.
In Japan.
Went very well in Japan.
Did they know you? They know you well in Japan from your records and albums?
Oh, yes, I'm quite famous.
Okay.
Okay. How are you, Tom?
Everything's fine.
That's
Everything's
good.
fine, buddy.
How's everything with you? Just got back from Japan, huh?
Did you? No.
Oh, I was there.
You were there?
Yeah, I had a great time.
Why? Now, we mentioned it. We talked about... Might well book a redwood tree to sit here. It's like talking to a stump.
Come on.
You're just doing this to make me
we-
fight for my life,
We were in
aren't you?
Japan. We were there for
I
10
know
days.
you.
We played Tokyo. We were in
Who
Osaka.
cares? I don't care if you were there. Like, I'm just killing time. I got the
Right.
job wrapped up.
That's what you think.
No, but the Japanese, they're the fans are really... They go bananas for jazz, don't they?
They really do. They go bananas for jazz.
You've been on the road too long, you know that.
Not long enough.
We got to get you into a rubber room real quick.
I had a great time in Japan, man.
Did you really?
Yeah. We were in Tokyo and Osaka. And,
Did you meet many people?
I met a lot of Japanese people over
Did you? Oh, hey, you.
What? Oh, what?
You're into the martial arts jazz.
well,
Now,
so
you should-
what?
Did they know that you do that over there?
there. They know all of that. You'd be surprised the people in Japan that know a lot about what's going on over there.
I mean, did they know you? Did they know that? I wish you'd have stayed there, frankly. I don't need this aggravation.
I didn't have to go through this
I
over there.
know. What do you care?
Well,
But did they know that you are a black belt?
no, they didn't know
holder
that.
in
And they didn't care either.
In karate.
They only want to know about the music.
Just the music.
Yeah, very exciting. We did very well in Japan.
That's what I hear. They love
Yeah,
you there.
we were smashed.
They're big fans of
Where?
Yorkshire. In Japan,
Oh, we were in
Osaka.
Tokyo and Osaka.
Went there twice, huh?
Yeah, right. Well, repeats. You know, very big.
When are you going back?
Tomorrow.
Why do I put up with this?
Leave me alone.
Why do I put up with this?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Listen, I have a ringing in my ear. You want to put your head over here?
You had a ringing in your ear if you were born. That's when your folks dropped you on your
On my ear.
You had that from your folks in vaudeville when they dropped you on your head.
That's right.
From throwing you around.
Oh, they did that, didn't they?
Yeah.
That happened in Japan, too.
Osaka.
Tokyo. We were all over the place.
Did you go to any other cities besides Osaka and Tokyo?
Yeah, we were in Kofu.
Kofu.
Right. No. We were in Kofu, and then we went to Nagoya City.
Yeah?
Yeah. We were big all over.
That's good.
Yeah. Nice reviews.
Just stay in the Just
stay in the Orient? Yeah, we stayed all the time that we were in Japan. We were in the Orient.
We're in...
We didn't go out at all.
I see. Now, after you finish, isn't Disneyland quite a change from, well, of course, they got a lot of little people at Disneyland, too, don't they? So it's not too big a change.
Well, they speak English.
Of course they do.
The difference, right.
What kind do you get the jazz-oriented crowd at Disneyland? I mean, they come out there to...
No, we get the Lawrence Welk crowd who want to hear my band. They come out and dance. We get very young audiences at Disneyland. Very young. A lot of Japanese kids over there, too.
Work there at Disneyland.
Father sent them letters, buddy, he'll be at Disneyland, and they come out to see us.
Well, I would imagine so.
It was exciting.
Okay, why don't I do a commercial, and then... Hey, I understand you brought a trio with you tonight.
I brought the piano player and my bass player.
Well, that makes a trio.
No, that makes two and me.
Well, that's a
makes
trio.
The trio. So I only brought two.
Well,
Talk to him, will you?
when I say you...
Explain to him.
I included you in that when I said that you brought a trio with you.
No, I brought two people with me. And me makes a trio.
That's right. There's a ringing in your hands, too. Okay.
We want to go into the commercial now.
It's nice that the folks really learn a lot about you when you come on a show like this, you know.
Well, you asked some very pertinent questions.
like where you been?
Wide awake.
Okay. Anyway, we have
you been to Tokyo at all?
We have, no, but I was in Kofu.
Where were you?
Mm-hmm.
Did you have a good... Did they know you there?
No, because they were shooting at the time. I mean, this is a long time ago.
They must have known you there.
No. Oh, shoot, bang! No. Oh, later. Send Buddy Rich over in 77. We'll clear this up. Okay, so we'll be back with the duet plus Mr. Rich in just a moment. Buddy has brought two young musicians along with him tonight, Barry Keiner on piano and Tom Warrington on bass, and Buddy makes up the rest of the trio. Three, count them. Buddy Rich. in Ames, Iowa, next Monday?
I think it's next Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah, next Monday,
Ames
Tuesday
and,
then to Omaha University?
Yeah.
That's super. You'll enjoy it out there.
I'm sure
They'll
we
dig
will,
the
thank
band.
From Hollywood, The Tonight Show, starring Johnny Carson. This is Ed McMahon along with Doc Severinsen and the NBC Orchestra inviting you to join Johnny and his guests, Jack Webb, Buddy Rich, Elizabeth Ashley, and from the Metro...
We probably have, right on this stage tonight, two of the best drummers who have ever worked any place. Louis Bellson, who is sitting in for Eddie Shaughnessy, who is sensational himself. And Buddy Rich, who is in town, who is playing at the Starwood, which is down on Santa Monica. He'll be performing through tomorrow night. I think he does 2 sets a night. And then he's off to the Great American Music Hall in San Francisco for a week. And his latest album, Buddy just sold me backstage, called The Class of '78. Would you welcome Mr. Warmth, Buddy Rich. Mine, Buddy.
I want to kill you, Louis.
Yeah. Well, he's just warming things up.
Sounds marvelous.
Getting it
The
in the
band
mood.
sounds so good.
Aren't they great?
Oh, great. Really.
I
Band sounds
understand
marvelous.
your band now you've got. It's sensational.
It's a pretty good band.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
You're
really
just
happy
in
with
for
it.
three days tonight.
3 nights. Yeah, we opened last night. Great opening.
Right. Incidentally, I have it on your card here, and I didn't mean not to say this.
What's that?
You've been nominated for a Grammy,
Yes,
which is
unheard of.
You've been nominated. You've won everything. You've won the Hall of Fame that the jazz pulls for years and years and years since you've been 18 years old, right?
At least.
And you've been... We're going to start this tonight.
No.
And you are nominated for a Grammy.
Yes, the band was nominated for a Grammy for our last album for RCA, as a matter of fact. The album was called Rich Plays and Plays, and I got a card the other day to ask if I would attend the dinner.
Are you attending the dinner?
No,
Why aren't you attending the dinner?
because I'm really not that thrilled about it. That's why.
I see. It's Mr. Show Business right here, folks. Would you ever have a girl in your band?
I don't care. What is it?
We're talking about the early days.
Sorry.
Remember Ina Ray Hutton and her orchestra in the early days of
Oh,
television?
yeah, right.
Would you ever have a gal in your band? Now, before you think, remember what's going on in the country today with the women's rights and all of this, and would you put a girl trumpet player or whatever in
Well,
your...
I got a couple of strange trumpet players in there now.
No, I'm not talking about trying to ask.
Hi, Anita.
I'm trying to ask you serious.
And I'm going to give you a serious answer.
Would you put it?
If a young lady could join my band and play with the same talent, the same intensity, same musicianship, and beautiful.
And beautiful.
And beautiful, because she'd have to front the band.
I see.
See?
Have you ever seen any?
Just Ina Ray Hutton. I remember Ina Ray's band years
But
ago.
are there no girls around that play that?
I haven't heard any, no, not really.
How about you? I never asked Doc. Have you ever had any requests to put women in the orchestra?
It's been suggested, but we'd have to make a place for them.
I wish I hadn't asked him. Between talking to him and then to you, I'm getting nothing at all out of this.
Well, I think he's right. I understood him.
But you know what's going to happen now? We're going to hear from girl musicians all over the country saying that they're good enough to play in the
Not in my band.
or in this band.
Hey,
Really,
you'd be glad to have him.
very seriously.
All right, there you are. I just asked that.
Okay, Doc.
Hey, I got this in the mail the other
What?
day. I got a Valentine, but it wasn't really for me. It had to do with a concert you're doing on March the 1st. Are you familiar with that?
No.
Well, it says you're going to be playing at the Flint Center,
Where?
De Anza College in Cupertino, California on March 1st at 8 p.m. The Buddy Rich concert
Where's that?
in Cupertino.
I don't ever look at the itinerary or anything. I didn't even know I opened last night. I just read the review today. That's how I know I'm going back.
It says the Buddy Rich concert, March 1st, 1978 at Flint Center, De Anza College in Cupertino.
Oh, good. I guess I'll be there.
Do you have a man that handles these things for you, or
I hope so.
you just wander around until you find an open door and walk in and play? How do you handle your business affairs?
Poorly.
Well, tell me about it. Tell me about it.
No, I won't say a word about that.
In other words, you just walk in and...
Just the band's there. We're all dressed nice. I come in the sweater, play it on down, and get out.
I assume you don't set up your own drums and things like that. Do you have people who do that?
Me? Set my drums? I'm lucky I can walk over there, man. I can play it.
You and Louie are going to do a concert at...
Yes,
together,
Louie
right?
Wilson and his band and my gang, we're all going to be doing a concert together. Next one, Louie.
In Redlands?
Saturday, in Redlands. Yes, University, right?
Both bands together?
Yes.
Well, that's going to be sensational.
We did it once before. We were playing a place in Boston called Lenny's. And Louie's band closed. No, we were supposed to open, and Louie's band was held over one night. And so they put the two bands together. It was dynamite. It was great.
When you two guys, and you played together on this show before, do you push each other a little bit? I mean, when you're playing and you're both so great, you move each other up a notch when you're playing?
I think there's that kind of feeling. There's always that anticipation of playing. And I think it serves the purpose. You want to get out there and do as well as you can.
Do your best.
No, I don't want to do my best. What does that mean? I'm not out to challenge anybody, but to play.
Have you ever think of going into diplomatic work at the UN?
I've been doing it all my life. All my life.
We have a set of drums, you see here.
Good, John. That's a set of drums.
It says it has your little logo on the front. Now, don't kid me about it. That was very valuable pencil. Are you going to play something with the...
I brought a charter, Doc, and the band, and we're going to do a thing that we recorded a couple of years ago called Machine.
I'm familiar with it.
Go ahead.
What do you mean? No, you're supposed to go over there. Talking with him like that.
Hey. Oh. Is this the way you started? All right.
easy when you know how, and you're young. You crazy kid. Oh! You crazy, you rotten kid.
Rotten.
That's an album you made of you. A crazy, rotten kid, right?
Rotten kid, right. Thank you, Doc. Thank you, guys.
Play better and better.
Yeah, it sounds great.
Oh, it sounds great with the guys. Great.
Thank you.
The Starwood is in the 8,000 block. It's where old PJ's used to be, right?
PJ's,
Down
right.
at the...
Santa Monica Boulevard.
Right, in the
great.
8,000 and something block. Seats about 700 people down there?
750, yeah.
I understand last night the joint got packed. Fine. We're going to come in tomorrow night and see
Yes,
you.
I hope so,
You will
please.
be playing tomorrow night?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Well, I want to check with
Unless
you.
they see this show tonight.
The band may break up before tomorrow.
This may be my last night.
Okay, we'll do this. We'll be right.
From Hollywood, The Tonight Show, starring Johnny Carson. This is Ed McMahon, along with Doc Severinsen, and the NBC Orchestra, inviting you to join Johnny and his guests, Shecky Green, Buddy Rich, Donna Theodore, and Shelley Hack.
He flew in here tonight to be here just to bang his way into the heart of America. And that's what he does.
You son of, you got away with words, haven't you?
But he's just finished a record-breaking engagement at Jack in the Box in Covina. And his latest album is called Buddy Rich, Class of '78, and it is a super album. Would you welcome Mr. Buddy Rich?
Hi, guys. Hi, babe. Hi, babe. Let's take it from the top one time. Hey, babe, quote unquote, babe.
You fellas obviously got a deal on the suits.
He's going on the road with the band.
How did I miss that sale? Where was that anyway?
The pants.
I got the pants.
Ed got the leftover pants. Is that one of those clearance things I see on TV? We bought up the entire stock of major...
the whole band.
We
The
cannot
whole
mention the
band.
labels, but...
The band's got them, too.
That's right.
They're going on the road with me.
How are you, my friend?
I'm fine, really. Feeling really good.
Are you really?
Yes, marvelous.
Because we talk about your health all the time. We shouldn't do that because it always, like, you know, when you start to mention it, something happens.
No, I really feel good. Strange as it may seem, smiling, happy,
You
on
look
time.
great.
Huh?
You look great.
Oh, me too.
Hi, guys.
Hi, babe. Hi, babe.
Hey, I heard... I've been hearing this album played a lot out here in Los Angeles. I'm serious.
Yeah?
Yeah, the jazz station out here is what?
KBCA.
KBCA. We're playing this morning.
Oh, nice.
And giving it a nice plug in the...
Thank you, KBCA.
Yeah, it's a
I appreciate
sensational
that.
album.
Thank
Is it
you.
going well?
Very well. And we have a new one coming out with Mel Torme, which will be out, about a week.
Hey, super guys.
Hey, take it to the top, babe. Hey. Oh, wonderful, warm person.
Yes, Mel just wrote a new book, by the way. Did you know?
No, I didn't know
And
that.
it's I think it's a bestseller right now. It's been out for about 3 hours. I read it.
Who wrote it?
No, it's really called Winner. I hope you don't mind me saying that. But Mel and I are going to work together very shortly, and I want to get that in.
Plug in for a book if you want to, sure.
It's called Winner, Mel Torme.
It's called Winner, Mel Torme.
Have you ever written an autobiography?
What time do I get here?
Have you ever written a... Have you ever written a story? Have you ever thought of writing an autobiography?
No, never.
Well, look, I can't do a show with those kind of answers.
Yes, I always think...
Never. I mean, yes aren't supposed to say yes or no never. When I say, have you thought of writing an autobiography, you're supposed to say something like that. Well, it might be interesting. Maybe I will someday,
Okay,
because I've had an interesting life and I have some anecdotes I would like to tell. When I ask you and you say no, never, I got no place to go.
Okay, ask me.
Have you ever thought of writing your autobiography?
I think about it constantly, John. All day and all night, I just think about, wouldn't it be marvelous if they wrote a book about me and my life with all the marvelous anecdotes and all the places
Right,
I've
now,
been
you
and
can
all
stop
the
any
wonderful
place
things.
in there, then
because
I
am probably
If you stop
one of the
someplace there, then I can ask another question.
Wait a minute, let me finish. This book should be started right away. Because I may not be around too much longer, right? I know.
Because you probably have a lot of funny anecdotes that you relate in the book that you could probably tell us now.
I have a lot of funny anecdotes that I could probably relate in the book, which would really be hysterical.
And here's one of them that Buddy's going to tell us now.
Yes. Funny thing happened to me. I got here tonight, and Shecky Green was wearing my suit.
Well, you should, because you've had a fascinating
Life.
Yes, you have.
Yes, oh, it's been fascinating. Have you ever thought about writing a book?
No, never. You see how it is? You have nowhere to go.
You can't expect me.
You have nowhere to go.
I feel like it.
That's
You
right.
can't expect me to get an answer like that and continue on with the
That's
conversation.
what I'm talking about.
Now, let me ask you again. Why would you write a book about yourself?
No, never. You see, I just keep going.
Good. Here you go, John.
Hey, congratulations.
Back
by
to the
way.
pencils. What?
You've just celebrated 25 years
25
of marriage
years
to
of
Marie.
marriage to Marie. And she's watching.
That's remarkable.
It is, because
Yeah.
everybody, can I tell you this? This is really funny, I think.
Yeah.
Everybody that I've ever known in the business, people that I grew up with when we were all starting out, Mel and everybody, right? They all thought when I married Marie, it would last about 6 weeks and we'd take a cab, right?
Right.
April 21st, we celebrated our 25th anniversary.
Well, that's remarkable in this business or any business.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's remarkable in the dairy business.
Right, especially to marry a cow.
It's remarkable in the dairy business, any business. Dairymen have a notorious short marital life. Most
How
people
about
don't
you?
know
You've
that.
had a lot of success.
Nah, come on. You see, that's
really bad.
that's cruel. That's cruel and vicious and uncalled for. I congratulate you on your 25 years, and you said
I
you've had good luck.
congratulate you on all of your marriages.
Mine would have been just as successful as yours if I'd have been out of town as much as you are.
You're right.
So Marie doesn't have to see you. You travel 11 months a year. You come home, you know.
You want to come on the road and play with the pencils?
And then it could little last.
Very good.
We will take a break and
No, we
be
won't.
right back. And
Stay right here.
Then you tell us about your autobiography.
Okay, I'll tell
Great
you about
left
some
hand.
anecdotes that are really funny when we come back.
Well, I doubt it. Okay. Hey, I want to mention, although it is a few months off, more than a few months. I open in Vegas this week. You open, what, June, August?
I open August 9th at the Sands.
I play this weekend up there, Friday and Saturday night, the Sahara, and I've been trying to get this guy and his orchestra to come up there and work with me for so many months, and I think we already booked next February when we play up there. Buddy Rich and his whole band are going to come up. We're going to work together at the Sahara.
really
Am I
exciting.
looking forward to that?
Right.
Okay. All set? Tomorrow, you're in New York?
I'll be in Chicago tomorrow night.
Chicago tomorrow night.
Amazing Grace.
At the Amazing Grace?
Amazing Grace. All right.
And you say you had a concert with Avery Fisher?
Avery Fisher Hall, we're doing the Newport Jazz Festival along with Mel Torme. That's June.
Hey, guys. Wonderful.
Hey, guys. Take one more for the top, babe. And we'll be there for one night, and then Mel goes back into the pages.
Hey, well, to show you what they're going to see, would you join our band?
Those are my brand new Ludwig drums.
Brand new
First
Ludwig
time I've ever
drums.
played them.
Mr. Buddy Rich.
All right.
Okay.
Whoa. Pretty. All right. My brand new drums with no sticks. Hey, hey. With lamps. Have a beer. Whoa. Well, I took them all. Just cute.
I just wanted to see you walk up there once and sit down and go, hey, no sticks. Come here, get your stick. Come here.
For my next guest, everybody, we've got this tired old drummer. Sit down.
Come here, come here.
What?
Select a stick.
Oh, thank you.
Here we are.
Matinee man.
You need the brushes, too?
One time, watch.
Where is it? You're going to do all those terrible things? No, you're supposed to do it from the front.
Wait.
You're supposed to do it this way. No. You do this. You put them out, and you go like this. Nothing. Now that you got sticks,
I'll do shtick. I don't need all these. A drum. A cymbal. Okay, which is first?
We make it the spaghetti for the fourth.
Hey, bravo.
Bravo, bravo. Hey. We will do this and we shall return.
We certainly shall.
Super.
Thank you.
And Buddy Rich is going to team up with our own drummer tonight, Mr. Eddie Shaughnessy, and they'll bring the house down. So they're all here tonight, and we'll be with you. Yeah. Oh, you're going to hear more in a moment. Buddy Rich is here tonight. Yes. Buddy Rich is currently in Los Angeles with his great band, and they're at a place down on Santa Monica Boulevard called the Starwood. They'll be there tonight. They close there tomorrow night. Well worth seeing. You know what's fun is to see the young kids show up and sit and listen to a band just really play. And then he's going to be appearing at Disneyland the week of the 13th. And his latest album is with Mel Torme called Together Again for the First Time. That's Buddy. Mr. Buddy Rich. I told the people when I came back from the trip to Europe how much fun we had over there. And I went over to, they're having the Jazz Festival at Nice. You were traveling all over Europe and Italy and Holland and so forth. And we had more fun one night. We went out. More people probably recognized you over there because you traveled all over with the band. But wasn't it fun sitting? We sat out, and Stan Getz and his group were working before you went on. We sat out in the park, just sitting there talking quietly on the grass, and nobody came around. One or two little people would come around and recognize us. And yes, that person, of course, you're going to do that to me now with a... Well, that was fun. That really was.
Yeah, you were a little upset by that, I think.
I'm not a... Look, just because I carried the sign around that says television star from America,
Right.
You would think I was upset. No, I really enjoyed that anonymity over there.
You did?
Absolutely.
You didn't act like it.
Oh, come on now.
No, really, I remember the first time we got around the park where the bandstand was situated, and everybody came running over to me.
Right.
And I felt a little upset because there you are, a big star in California.
I admit, just for a little while, I had a little tinge there.
I know, but see, I go all over the world.
Of course you do. You have to with your act.
I've been to Newark. What?
You can't stay in one place too long with that act. That's all. You've got to move.
As long as we get into that.
That's right.
We're going to get into something tonight.
What are we going to get into?
Okay, we talked about the time I played Larry Potter's Club, right?
That's right.
Well, we're going to talk about your act in Bakersfield.
I don't want to talk about my act in Bakersfield. That was many years ago, and there's no record of that act. And you never saw it.
No, I never saw it, but
I
what you
saw
told me,
your act.
and it was good.
What? You had an act out at a place in the valley that's long since gone, I think.
Is it? Did you
called
play it?
Larry Potter's Supper Club. And I
Yep.
went out there one night, about 1954, 55.
Right.
And you did, I'll never forget it, a thing called The History of the Drums. Now, the club is not a big place to begin with.
No, it was rather
60 or
small.
70 people couldn't get in
Right.
because the rest of it was filled with drums. And you had logs, tree stumps, goat skins, stretching for 2 miles. And you started down here saying, the history of the drums, like anybody cared. And then you sat there and you hit the log, and then you went to the tom-toms. Well, I got hysterical. And you danced and you sang.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Sure, I remember it. And it was great.
But I was telling him
A lot
about...
of nerve.
I was telling him about my act that I broke in a long time ago up in Bakersfield.
And wound up, did you know this? He wound up playing drums in his act.
I wound up playing drums in the act.
Whatever happened to you?
But those are the things you would do in the early days.
Yeah, well, I was trying to I wanted to get away from bands.
Yeah.
And somebody had advised me that I should go out because I could dance a little bit, sing a little bit,
Right.
and play a little bit. And it didn't work out. It lasted about 10 days.
But it
and
was
I was
fun.
calling Harry James and anybody else who would give me an audition. I didn't care.
But it was fun.
Yeah,
it was really fun.
It was fun. It was a lot of laugh.
You've traveled all over where you played. What's been the high point in your life? I mean, besides meeting me.
The high point of my life. probably doing the Griffin show.
Your mind, look, you got a mind like
steel
a
stick.
steel trapegello.
Right.
Is this just out?
What?
You see?
I'm having the same problem.
This, I assume, is just
This album is just out about 10 days, I think, and it's
Yeah.
really a good album.
Yeah.
You know,
Mel's super-
unfortunately, the voice gets in the way of the band a lot.
Yeah. You and Mel are old friends.
Oh, we're old friends.
Oh,
Well, he's old. I'm just a friend.
Yeah. You haven't changed.
Do you know, we wrote the liner notes. He wrote the liner notes. Oh, yeah, they're very thrilling.
What's so difficult about that?
Writing. For me.
I mean, this is an album. We hope you like it. We
See
worked
what
real.
speed reading does for you?
We worked real hard. I mean, this is no. That's not what it says.
That's not
I was
what it
just
says.
making
No,
that
it's
up.
some pretty funny lines in there.
Well,
I'll be the judge of that, right? Go ahead. Whoops. What have you been doing since I saw your niece?
What?
What
Been
have you
here. Been here.
What do you mean, what?
Was niece nice? Did you like it? Your
Niece
wife
was
did that.
nice.
Marie did that. to me.
Yes,
Was
she did
niece
that.
nice?
She's cute.
I saw a movie the other night on television called. Notice it's like you don't call me the Prince of Segways for nothing.
I don't want to hear about
Just
the movie.
listen.
I don't want to hear about your movies.
I know. No, this what? It has to do with you.
Oh, let's hear about it.
It was the Gene Krupa story. Now, has anybody ever come to you and said, "Hey, buddy, we'd like to do the story of your life"? And if they did, Sal Mineo played, I think, Gene Krupa.
Yes, he played Krupa's part,
Who would
right.
you like to play you?
Bobby Blake.
Robert West. Yeah, that's not a bad choice.
Yeah. I mean, he's just rotten enough to be me.
No, he hasn't quite progressed to that. That's not a
he's
bad
a dynamite
choice.
guy.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
Want to do the gig, Bob?
That wouldn't be bad.
I could play the bird.
Anyway, tonight, after we do a commercial, you know, we got a great, you know, Eddie Shaughnessy, you know all the great drummers in the
Eddie
world.
Shaughnessy is one of my very favorite drummers.
He is a super drummer, and as a matter of fact, this is a thing called Modern Drummer. Which
Well, you don't have to show that.
Well, yes, on the cover, Modern Drummer. Our own Eddie Shaughnessy.
Are you
is
a modern
here.
drummer?
He is a modern drummer.
Whoa.
Yes. And tonight, you two guys are going to get together.
We're going to get together.
Right.
And then after we do our number...
No, we can't do that tonight. We can't
You're
do
not
that
going to do
tonight.
it?
No,
You don't
we
have your card paid for.
We don't, that's right.
You're not paid
don't
up.
have the card paid
Oh,
for.
well, okay.
And we're going to do this first.
Yeah?
And then we're going to come back. And
What's wrong, John?
We have drums and everything
Oh,
over
what?
here.
Will you leave me alone? You like to be around stars.
This should be exciting. Here's Eddie Shaughnessy and Buddy Rich.
Yeah.